Roses are red and white, purple, peach, yellow, and so many other colors. And they all have different meanings. Here today, sponsoring our segment and to give you some insight on what message your rose is sending is Marlena Smith from House of Flowers. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us today.
All right, so tell me first a little bit about House of Flowers. What do you sell? I know it's more than just flowers.
Yes, we're in Rantoul, and we obviously have flowers, but we also have all of the good stuff you need for Valentine's Day. We've got bears, we've got wine, we've got chocolate, candles. We've got all kinds of stuff that we can put together with the flowers to make it a whole package deal.
Wonderful. And now I see you have brought flowers for us in every different color. So what do the different roses mean? This is something I never knew was a thing. I just thought roses were roses, and then someone was like, oh, you got a yellow rose, that means friend zone. And I was like, wait, what? So what do all of these different rose colors mean? Let's start with the traditional red.
Of course, red, that's love. And then if you have red and white together, that's supposed to mean like purity and, you know, because the white by itself is kind of like innocence and youthfulness, but white is also really traditional for like sympathy arrangements.
Sympathy arrangements. And is it also for wedding, or because to me white wedding dress, white roses, or is that not correct?
Yes, a lot of people do like to go like the all white with maybe a touch of another color for weddings. So yes, white for weddings too.
White is very versatile. Okay, and so we've decided that red is love, white is sympathy and purity. What about yellow?
Yellow is the friendship thing too, apparently. But it's also joy and like welcome back. But rose is really for like a thank you or an appreciation is always a good idea.
Okay, so yellow roses would then be appropriate if it's the day that you want to celebrate somebody, or just sort of a thanks for being my friend kind of day. All right, perfect. So that's yellow. Now I see this bigger bouquet has a lot of different colors, and they're kind of different tones. To me, this rose looks a little bit different color than the one from the other vase. So what do the different colors in this vase mean?
We got a hot pink in that one, and then like a more like pastel pink. Then you've got the peachy color, which is you know, different.
Is this one peach or is that peach?
That one on top is orange.
Orange and peach. And then
peach. So peach is more like appreciation and gratitude. Orange is like desire, enthusiasm, creativity, and then the pink, again, like appreciation, happiness, they all kind of go together.
Yeah, they all seem to sort of have the upbeat, positive, in general feeling to them.
And I like the mixed ones together because then you kind of hit all of the bases, and I think it's better than just a bouquet of boring old red.
Right, and so a bouquet like this, I feel like maybe doesn't necessarily have a meaning. It's more just you've bought somebody a beautiful bouquet of roses. You know, somebody loves color, you love roses, and so you put it all together, and there you go. Or you're just sending mixed messaging, right?
Well, that too.
And then talk to me a little bit about this, because I asked you before the segment, oh, is this baby's breath? And you were very adamant that it is not. So let's talk about these tiny flowers.
That's called wax flower, and there's pink and purple in that one. And that one is a favorite of ours at the shop instead of baby's breath, because I think it's prettier and it smells better. But yeah.
It really is very pretty. And then we have this other bouquet. Let's go back to the red roses just for a second, because this, I had pointed out that my mom had a very similar plant to this all growing up that was not real. So what is this?
That is eucalyptus. That's kind of the traditional spiral eucalyptus. There's many different kinds. Down in the bottom of that one, there's some seeded eucalyptus also. But that's a nice, you know, long flower to put in there, a greenery to add some texture, some different elements to the design.
Right. Wonderful. And then we do have one final bouquet or arrangement over here. And what color rose is this?
Those are lavender. Depending on the light, they look kind of more pink sometimes, but lavender is the meaning of that is love at first sight or enchantment.
Ooh.
So that's apparently the meaning of lavender.
It does kind of have a very enchanted sort of magic castle vibe. I like that a lot.
It's different than your typical red and, you know, in between the pink, so
Wonderful. So roses obviously are appropriate for Valentine's Day, but so are a lot of other flowers. So say you want to give somebody flowers, but they either don't like roses or you're personally not a fan of roses. What would you recommend giving them instead?
Generally the best thing to do when you're calling to order, unless you have a specific thing in mind, say, I would like them to have a designer's choice, give them kind of a price range amount. If they have a favorite color, give them that, and then let the designers pick what's the best they have in the cooler that day, and you will get a nice customized designed arrangement that's not a cookie cutter anybody else's.
You know, I can attest to that is an actually good thing to do. I know a lot of people like to have control or they want to see it ahead of time, but I had great luck with that because I didn't have a vision when I was getting married for my bouquet. I just knew what color flowers I wanted, and I ended up with a beautiful calla lily blue hydrangea. It was gorgeous, but I had no idea until that morning what it was going to look like.
Yeah, usually you ask for a designer's choice and you will get something different than anybody else's, and it will be the best flowers that are in season, in stock, that came in that day.
Better than you could have ever imagined.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for being here and sponsoring our segment and showing us all of this. Also, House of Flowers and Gifts brings us the flowers that you see on our set every week. So if you want more information, you can visit us on the web at ciLiving.tv after the show.